the apartment number is 1008, right? I haven't mistaken it, right?
Yes, you are right. Oh, that reminds me. I still haven't been to see your new place.
You are busy with the store, I know. Even when I come back home, you aren't there. Don't worry, I understand. But you better come as soon as you are free. No takebacks.
That is true, yes. My store is busy every day these days. Don't know what to do with myself. And I promise, I will come when I am free. Anyways, why are you asking for the address out of nowhere?
You see, I need it so I can send you a massage chair. It was meant to be a surprise, but oh well. After getting my wage, I've come to the chair shop. I picked one out already. Anyways, are you happy your business is going well? 'Cause it is. You must be very proud. I heard you keep getting inquiries about turning it into a franchise. That would be amazing for the business.
Yes, I am. If I open another store in the next month, I'll be able to have 10 branches. I'm getting big now.
Wow, you won't be a business manager anymore. Guess I should call you a chairman now. Or president. CEO? Every month you're earning $2 million and there are already 200 members of staff. This is no joke. You're doing insanely well.
Hey, that reminds me. You're not too busy, are you? Come get steak with me later. I promise you it will be great. I've changed the marinade for it a bit and the reactions from the customers have been very good. I think you will like it. Tangy and spicy. Just the flavor profiles you like.
Oh, really? That's so sweet. I've become so used to eating the delicious steak you make that I can't eat it anywhere else. Everywhere else makes it too chewy, but of course, you know exactly how it's done. You make the steak so high-end, so I guess I have to come once. Okay, I'll come. I can't wait. Now that I am thinking about it, I actually haven't gone in a long while. Too long.
I know. Come over and have dinner with me. Have a beer with me too whilst we are at it.
You really know my taste, Dad. I will come soon then. Make sure you cook it medium rare, just how I like it. But of course, you already know that. No point in telling you. Hello, Layla. Just wanted to check in and see how you were. Also, I have a pretty big proposal to make, so I made this group chat. Do you have time right now at all?
Layla, are you busy? Hello?
I was with a client just now, but they just left. That's why I saw this a bit late. I'm sorry. What is your proposal?
I mean, it doesn't really mean much and it's not too important, but... Your father runs a steakhouse, doesn't he? Do you know it's blowing up on social media right now? Like, insanely. It's everywhere. TikTok, Insta, even reach the grandmas on Facebook.
I know I am supposed to be humble about this sort of thing. But to be honest, yeah, it is quite popular right now. Thank you for speaking so kindly about it.
What is there to be humble about? Don't worry, it's the truth, through and through. Sometimes I ask my wife to make the steak and we get your dad's marinade for it. It's to the point that Nancy and I get goosebumps because of how tasty it is. We absolutely love it.
That's true, Layla. It's so delicious that even our baby enjoys it. Even when I try to work out the recipe, it never comes out the same. And trust me, I've tried. Either it is too spicy or too salty. I can never get it right. And that's saying something because you know how great of a cook I am. I'll give you some steak again then. My dad giving it to family is not a waste at all, he says. He enjoys it. Just let me know when you're free and I will come over with some. I can teach you how to cook it properly too if you get stuck. You see, I'm not asking for you to give us more steak or more of the marinade, actually. Then what are you asking? Is there any other business you want to talk about? I can't think of anything, but go ahead.
You know how we ended up setting up a bar cart and it didn't end well? Well, we are thinking of starting another business. We know your family's steakhouse is doing very, very well. We were thinking, should we try and run a franchise business? That's our proposal.
You want to take over a steakhouse place then?
Yes!
after all, we just need to sear it in the marinade. Very simple and very quick. Perfect for us. I think we will do very well, but of course we will need your expertise and help. Could you pass on our idea to your dad and see if he is okay with it? I mean, I saw on an Insta story that you and your family went on vacation to the Bahamas. With that much freedom, it seems worth it to also follow after your dad's footsteps. I mean, that was the vacation we took after 5 years of constantly working like dogs.
You seem very relaxed, though. Anyways, we also want to run a steakhouse. We want to do it too. We think we can do well. If you give us a chance, we can prove it to you. After all, we have a lot of debt that we need to pay back. It's gotta be quick. This is the best idea we have for the circumstances we are in. Plus, family help each other out, so you've got to agree.
Okay. Well, I'll ask my dad about it first and get back to you then. Damn. Darling, I am not too sure about this. Am I doing the right thing?
What about? I don't get it.
I'm talking about your brother. I mean, this time he went on and on about the restaurant and how he wanted to take over one of them, and I don't know. My dad's steakhouse. He wants it for himself, as a franchise. He wants to help Dad expand, but I'm not sure if he can do a good job with it. I don't want to harm Dad's business like that.
Again? This dude seriously doesn't have any skills in running a business, though. He should know this himself. We are well aware considering his past experiences. This man needs to get his life together, honestly. He and his wife can't cook for their lives, and their people skills are even worse.
I know, right? So I am worried that they will try to steal the restaurant my dad has put his blood, sweat, and tears into.
I mean, you aren't wrong. Let's be honest. That idiot didn't just fail with the food cart. He also failed with his fried fish delivery service, the rib shop, even the hot chicken sandwich place he ran during winter when everyone flipping craves that food was an utter failure. When you look at all his businesses that have failed, there's no end to it at all. You'd think he'd get the hint and stop running food businesses, get his GED and go into a different sector, but no.
I feel a bit sorry saying this because he's your younger brother, but I have no clue where his confidence comes from.
He hurt himself badly when he was younger and so was babied by our parents a lot. I think that's why he's like this. I get so stressed out because of him. He never lets me get anything done. Always wants to butt in. He has no tact with this sort of thing. He has to be able to find his own path, earn his own money to live without help from others. If he can't do it by himself, how does he expect himself to do it in partnership with others? He'll just end up being a barrier.
Gosh, I want to do that too, but they have been going on about how they are in a lot of debt. I don't know what the right thing is to do here. I'll have to think over it some more.
Okay, I respect whatever you decide to do.
Hello, Gary and Nancy. Have you been well?
I was meaning to contact you. Has the talk about the steakhouse gone well? Did he say anything negative about it?
That's what I'm talking about, Layla. You haven't got back to us. I've been breaking into sweats every time I had the phone ring. Can't believe you decided to just message us instead. I will let you know my dad's phone number. Why don't you call him yourself and inquire about this matter? After all, it is his restaurant to begin with.
So, you haven't even talked to him yet? Can you please hurry it up?
I mean, this needs to be discussed before the new shop opens in the first place. So it's much better to ask him directly than me calling him. More likely to get a quicker answer, too. One channel beats two.
I understand that, but the process is so exhausting and long. I don't want to go through that.
You will be able to do it. You just have to try. I will pass you my dad's number, so make sure you call him. Okay, fine, whatever. I will give him a call then. Okay, I'm sure my dad will love hearing from you. After all, he's been so focused on expanding the business recently. You are helping him out.
It's a bit pressuring to have to contact him. I haven't got any good places for the restaurant, you see, so I'll have to look around too.
My dad knows some real estate people in a few areas. If you contact him, he will send you in the right direction. Don't worry. Are you being for real? Oh, that's so sweet. He is seriously a blessing in disguise. My gosh, that's so touching. He really doesn't have to do all this. We can't thank him enough. Please pass on the message to him.
You can be touched later when the steakhouse you open actually goes well and is run successfully. You just need to do well. You've got this. Give him a call and see what he says.
When I get my paycheck, I will make sure to give you a hefty amount. We cannot forget what you are doing for us. Really. Thank you so much. I'll talk about it some more with Nancy and then give you a call again. I want to pay you back, but because of our debt, we can't yet. As soon as we are out of dangerous waters, we will send you the money. This is all I can give you right now. I will treat you to a meal as soon as possible.
I can't really drink coffee. I hate the smell of coffee beans. I don't do well with caffeine either. Gives me the jitters. But I'll order something else. Thank you. Darling, we went to cafes with her family a lot and you still don't know what she drinks? You should know that.
I didn't think it through properly.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll use the gift voucher well.
Thank you.
Are you being for real, Layla? What is this?
Why? What's up? What's with the mood?
I'm not angry. It's just that I was really touched, Layla. In 2 weeks of opening the business, we got $2,000 of pure profit. I just keep thinking if I am really allowed to have all this money overnight.
Oh, really? Congratulations! That's amazing! I am so happy for you. The marinade my dad developed for the steak really is the best. Even rival restaurants have tried to copy it, naming it their restaurant special, but customers see right through them. And plus, a lot of them have failed. No one can beat them. No matter how many times they have tried, it doesn't taste the same.
Is it because we got good tips? I mean, no matter how tasty it is, against more well-known competitors, it's quite hard to do what we've done. So it must be the customer service we gave that makes them give us a lot of money. On top of that, our service charge probably helps out. My wife and I treat our guests so kindly, you know. We also give out chicken nuggets and fries, especially for the baby customers. Families enjoy that and then give us tips.
That was already a part of my dad's brand, but you do you. Anyways, congratulations. Now paying off your debt is just a matter of time. You will earn more money soon enough and that debt will have disappeared.
I know, right? It's all thanks to you. We cannot thank you enough, truly. I've been so busy that I can't even give you a call or anything. We should pay you back properly, I know.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. My dad has also run the restaurant for a long time, so I know what it's like. When the restaurant is busy, it's hard to think about anything else but the work that goes on there. I know very well. Just focus on earning money at the restaurant and buy me dinner later.
I really do need to give back to you, but it's been so crazy. I am losing my mind. I will pay you back like a man, seriously.
No, it's okay. Just look after the restaurant well. Dad, how is the steakhouse going? Is money still coming in?
I mean, it has a good brand image, and it's also the first steakhouse place in the area. But lately, reviews haven't been good, even though business has been well.
Why? You said yourself that you provide a good service. Did they not like it anymore?
Apparently, there are reports that I'm too old-fashioned. I didn't speak modernly, and so they didn't like it. I apparently got too much in their space. According to them, I was joking with a woman who was wearing a short skirt and that I was appreciating her underwear. There's a review, too. 1 out of 5 stars. I am seriously uncomfortable. The server said thank you for wearing a short skirt and showing off my underwear. What a pervert, honestly. This is the first time seeing such a perverted business owner. I heard that the food at this restaurant was really good, so I went, but because of the owner, I hated the experience. Would not recommend. Find somewhere else to get your steak. Can't believe there are people like this owning such a famous restaurant. How disgusting. Don't come here. Can you believe that?
Are you insane, Dad? Do you even want to run this flippin' restaurant? Because you aren't acting like it.
It's not like this stuff is true. None of that ever happened. Plus, when you keep getting reviews like this, it's hard to dispute them. I've been getting migraines so often that I can barely concentrate on what I have to focus on. Cut me some slack.
Running a steakhouse should be easy. You should have just lied and said you weren't expanding your steakhouse. There was no need to tell us the truth and make us worried.
You are family. I can't lie to you like that. I need to set a good example to you. Otherwise, it will hurt my brand in the long run.
That's what I am saying. The reviews are hurting the brand regardless. Look, I'm going to report that review, so don't go and do anything drastic. Just focus on giving good service like always. If anyone asks you about the reviews, just say that you are getting in contact with a lawyer due to defamation of your brand, okay? Those who hurt you are not considered my friend or family, Dad.
Layla! I have something to talk about with you. Are you still working?
I am at work right now, yes, but I can still text. I have some free time right now. What's up?
It's just that right now, we are really making sacrifices and working hard. But we have too many costs right now to make significant profit. We are thinking about moving away from the chain.
What do you mean by that? You are making money off of my dad's brand and now you want to go solo? It's a marinade my dad researched and developed for so long without sleeping, yet you just want to take it and move away from us completely. Are you insane?
Did I say I wasn't aware of that? I know. I was the one who said it tasted amazing every single day. But you have to consider that it is us who is running the business. My husband is working so hard to give good customer service.
So you are saying that you want my dad to stop off at all his 10 restaurants and transfer the ownership over to you? Yeah, right. Of course it is your job to cook and sell the food.
Hey, let's be completely honest with each other right now. I don't even know why this business is as great as it is. I can't even pinpoint what it is. I don't know whether it is the color or taste that is different from other steakhouses. But I really don't like it when you are controlling our money like this just because you lent your name sign.
Wow. I am so proud of you right now. Just because the business is going well, you bring this up now. Is the money you are earning right now not enough? Are you disappointed? Even when my dad asked a favor of his friend to give you a cheap monthly rent.
It's a good thing you brought up the rent for the place. I think it is too expensive. It should be reduced if we want to make more profit. Are you sure your dad talked to his friend? The price is way out of proportion for what it's worth. With all the work we had to do with it, it really doesn't seem to be that great of a place. Are you sure he didn't pull a fast one on us just because we aren't familiar with place prices?
You are taking this too far. What do you mean pulling a fast one? Watch your mouth. My dad isn't like that. After my dad literally reduced your monthly rent, gave you the marinade, and pretty much gave you your livelihood.
So does this mean we can't own this shop without his partnership? Fine then, whatever. We will work out how to do it without getting agreement from him. Pass the message on to him, please.
Do you think I will just sit down and watch this happen? You really are so detached from reality, aren't you? I am suing you.
Is this really what you are doing between family? Fine. Go ahead, sue me. I'm not afraid at all.
Darling, this is the lawyer who is in charge of our case with Gary. Say hello. Good morning, Mr. Staines. How are you? We have no clue what to do. Please help us. Hello. So from what I understand, they made the sign design similar to your original brand logo. So the name is the only thing that is different. Yes, you are correct. The name of the brand is David's Steakhouse, but they've changed it to David's Delicious Steakhouse. They must have forgotten that they originally started this as a part of our chain to earn a livelihood. I know he is my younger brother, but I am so angry. I understand. In this case, if I lead you, it will be a 100% victory on your side. As your younger brother has unilaterally and openly broken the contract, it is 100% possible to claim damages. Please get on it. My dad is quite stressed about the situation, and so I hope this can be wrapped up quickly. Of course. There will be no problem with that, I can assure you. I have already finished writing up a report. After, you can submit it straight to the police later, and they will deal with it. Thank you so much, Mr. Staines. I will find you later to get that document.
Of course. I will see you soon then. Have you realized what you've done? Do you think you're so high and almighty just because your dad has got a successful franchise going for him?
We are back to ground zero, Layla. We are broke. The damage claims you made increased our debt even. We are in the minuses. How could you? How will you take responsibility for this? What about our livelihood? Hurry up and message back, you snake. After leaving our family on the streets, how could you ignore us? I know you are reading these messages anyways. Fine then, you loser. How could you go as far as suing us? What did we do wrong to deserve this? What we did wasn't this bad. I hope you are run to the ground like us. I will pray to God that that happens to you from now on.
Have you finished? I will be sending this screenshot to the legal team in charge of our case. You know it is also against the law for you two to be verbally abusing me and attempting to drive me to the ground, right? Do you want me to pay for the hospital fees again?
No, it's my fault. I am sorry. It's just that I'm having a hard time living lately. Layla, I won't do this again. Please don't report us again. Please. What are you doing, Gary? You should be begging for forgiveness too. Hurry up and apologize.
I am sorry. Is that all? I am afraid it doesn't work like that. It's not enough. You leave me no choice but to report it. I am very sorry. If you report us again, we will have to pay the fine. Again. I was really careless. Please forgive me. I've reflected on myself during the case and the ruling and will not do anything like this again. I have really matured in the last few months. I'll do my best. Really, I will do my best to make things right. Please, can you just close your eyes and let this one pass? Shall I do that? Really? Then what should I do about this now? I have already sent it to my lawyer.
No! Why would you send that, Layla? Are we really family?
Family? What kind of crap is that? I've never had family like you and never will. Think of it as life experience. If you have to pay the fine, just move on and take the lesson as it is. Move on with your life. Start afresh. You both have no tact, and I don't think you will, but still. Do what you want, but leave me and my family alone.
What? You are that type of slut? I can't believe that you are really doing this to us. Treating us like dirt. Have you no conscience? Leaving us for the wolves. Ugh, she's infuriating!
Of course, the contract was terminated immediately, and they received thousands of claims for damages. The couple, who were already beggars, are now completely broke as they go about their daily life and work. Gary has hurt his back and thus is on bed rest, whilst his wife, Nancy, is running around and only earning $30 a month. Only then will they learn their lesson. I had to get payback for my dad one way or another. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more content.
I got a coupon to use at a local chicken restaurant. I really can't wait to use it. I love the taste of the chicken at Max's Chicken House. It's so good and actually kind of reasonably priced. Sweet and sour is really good, and the Vietnamese chicken is good too. I really can't wait to get down there and eat some fried chicken. I've not had it in a long time. I've been trying to be more healthy, but I think it's time to pig out now. Do you want to come with me sometime? We can go together. It'll be really fun.
I'm not really a big fan of chicken. I'm more of a beef person myself. Maybe you could go on your own. I don't want you to waste that coupon on me. Or maybe you have a better friend who really likes chicken?
I just thought you might like to come with me. I thought I'd ask you first. I thought everyone liked fried chicken. If you come, they might have a beef item on the menu. I really like fried chicken myself. I don't think there is any taste if it's not fried.
I'd rather you just went and ate on your own. I'm not really into chicken. Something about the texture of it freaks me out. You've been over to my place a few times recently and eaten a lot here. I think you can just go on your own and enjoy the chicken by yourself. I don't think you need to eat this kind of food all the time. I'm just not into it myself.
Why do you have to be so defensive over a bit of chicken? Is it really that bad? Does it annoy you that much? I always like spending time with you. That's why I often come over to your place. I didn't realize it was a problem for you. You should have told me in advance.
You just do what you want to do. You don't need me to do everything with you. If you want chicken, then go and eat it yourself. I don't want to be a part of it. We can live our own lives and not get in each other's way. You come to my place all the time and eat free. I've had enough of it. I feel like a machine. I'm always cooking and I don't have time for anything else. I really wish I had more free time. I feel like I'm spending all my time and money making food for you and I don't want to do it any longer. I think you need to take charge of your own life and start cooking more food for yourself.
Why do you have to cause so much trouble over this? It's just a bit of chicken. Do you really have to be like this? I think it's nice to keep in touch with family. I go and see Mom and Dad all the time, and I wish you would do the same. You're my sister. Why can't we be nice to each other and eat together? I like coming over to your house. If the cooking was a problem, then you should have told me. It's also hard for me because I have to raise my daughter all on my own. I don't get to talk to many people, so it's always nice to talk to you. You're my sister, and you should really be a bit more friendly to me. Don't you feel for me? I live on my own.
It is really sad for you living on your own, but it's your fault and not mine. You got divorced. If you had been a bit nicer with your husband, then maybe it wouldn't have happened. Also, when you come over, my daughter gets a little bit stressed out by it all. I don't want her to feel unhappy just to please you. You can have a nice time with your daughter without us. You don't need to keep coming over here all the time. Holly likes to spend some time on her own at the weekends, and she doesn't want to be disturbed all the time.
What's wrong with Holly? Doesn't she like Kate? I wish our daughters could get along with each other and be friends. I wish we could get along with each other too. I think children need to learn how to make friends, so I think it's important that they spend time talking to each other. If you don't like me, then I can understand. But please don't let this have an impact on the children. I don't want them to fall out with each other too.
But why do you have to come here all the time? I don't want the burden on my daughter. Take Kate somewhere else for the weekend instead of always coming over here. Stress is really not good for children. They are only young and then don't want to do things that they don't enjoy. I think I've had enough of all of it too. I want more space. I don't want you coming over here all the time. Can we just have some time to ourselves, please? I think from now on it would be nice if you came once a month or something like that. I think it's much more manageable. I hope you can agree to this and then we can both feel a bit happier. It can be the start of a new relationship for the two of us. And the children, of course. Did you really tell Annie that you didn't want her to come over to our house? Why did you do that? You don't like her anymore? I told her. It's not because I don't like her, I just need a bit more space. What do you think? Do you think I went too far? I just told her that I didn't want her to come over every week. I think it's too much. What did she say about it? Is she really angry? Do you agree with her? Of course I think you've done wrong. She doesn't have a husband and she wants to come over here and have us as company. I think we need to be nice to her and let her come over as much as she wants. I would like to think that she would do the same for us if we were in trouble. How can you say that you don't want her here? It's really mean of you. It's really not nice. She phoned me and she was really upset about the whole thing. She wanted me to talk to you and try to change your mind. I think you should get in touch with her as soon as possible and tell her that you didn't mean what you said. If that's what you want me to do, then maybe I could change my mind. But what about all the money I have to spend cooking for her? Why should I pay all that money? She comes over with her kid and they eat so much food. I really can't afford it. Just think of how much it's costing us in the long run.
Is it really that bad? Can't you just be a bit generous? I don't think it's that much money at all. She doesn't have a husband and she just wants to eat some food with us. I think we can afford to treat her to some food. Life must be hard for her now she's on her own. I think we need to recognize that.
I don't care if she's in a difficult position. The food in our house is for us and not her. She just comes over here and eats as much as she wants and never seems happy about it. She's really been crossing the line as of late. She just does it all too much. They just come in, eat, and then leave without even saying thank you. I feel like we're being robbed.
I think you should have a different attitude to members of your own family. It's not stealing if it's family. We are supposed to share with each other and be nice to each other. Family is not the same as a friend or some random person in the street. You seem to be happy when she comes around. I see you smiling and talking to her. I think you're having a good time. I don't know how you can hate your own sister. I really don't understand. I think you two are really alike and you get on really well.
She's always asking me to do things for her. Last time she wanted me to make juice for her, so I sat on the sofa and peeled lots of fruit. It was a real pain for me. How can she treat me like that when she comes to my house? I'm not a servant.
I think she should be allowed to come over when she wants to. You just have to be nice to your sister. It's just one of those things that you have to do. I really think you need to change your way of thinking.
I think you prefer her to me. Do you want me to leave? You can have her over here without me.
I don't think we need to do that. This might be my house, but I can't boss you around like that. I just wish you could see what you're doing wrong and change.
I don't think I can take this any longer. Why are you always on her side? You do this all the time. You make me feel so unwanted. I feel like I don't belong here with you.
Please don't tell me you're going to start talking about getting a divorce again. I don't want you to do that.
I think we might be heading for a divorce. You can have my sister here with you all you want. I don't want to be here.
What? Are you being serious here?
I want a divorce and I want you to leave this house. I want you to go and live with your mom. I don't want to be with you.
Do you have to be so over the top about these things? You're really making a big deal out of this. I'm not leaving this house either. You can't just throw me out like that.
If we get divorced, then half of this house is mine. It doesn't just belong to you. You can move in with your mother whilst we wait for it to be sold. Then we can have half each.
I'm not doing that. Stop being so stupid. You can't just kick me out. You'll have to put up with me. This house belongs to me just as much as it belongs to you. You should be grateful to my mother, too. She paid a lot for this house. If it wasn't for her help, then we might not have been able to buy it. I think you need to rethink what you're saying here. We might be having a little argument, but that's no reason to get divorced. Couples go through this kind of thing and they come out the other end fine. You don't need to be so overdramatic just because I told you to be nicer to your sister.
It's not the first time that you've done that. You do it all the time and it really annoys me. I don't want to be with you anymore. You've had a lot of time to change your ways and you didn't do it. You just don't care about me. You don't treat me how I want to be treated. I think you'd be much happier without me. That way you could be with my sister as much as you want. I wouldn't be around to get in your way. Life used to be so fun. When we first got married, I was so happy, but now things are not as good as they used to be. I don't want to go on like this any longer. My one and only life is slipping away whilst I'm unhappy. I can't live like this. I feel like I'm being suffocated by all these things that I have to do. I want to be free to enjoy my life without having to serve on others all the time. You seem to understand everyone but me. I have to draw the line now. I really don't want to go another day like this. Please, just leave my house and never come back. I want to be done with you. You can go and live with your mom and you can take my sister with you. I think you'll have a nice time living together as one big family.
Why are you being like this? It's just too much.
We are not going to break up over this little thing. I'd be so much happier if you were to go and live with someone else. I want to be on my own. I don't want to be with you anymore. I want you to get out of my house, and if you don't, I'll call the police and tell them about this. You really need to get out of my house.
I'm really sorry about what happened between us. Your husband told me all about it. I didn't realize it made you so mad. You can't just kick him out of your house and get a divorce. He needs to live there too. I know he took my side in the argument we had, but we can forget about it. I'm sorry. You could have told me how you feel and I would have changed my mind.
There is nothing more to say. I've made my decision and I don't want to change my mind now.
Don't you think you've gone a little bit too far? Do you really think this is a good enough reason to get a divorce? I'm really sorry if I was the trigger to all of this. I didn't mean to be. I know that things have been hard for you, but I didn't realize it was this hard. I didn't know you were this stressed out about things. Had I known, then I would have behaved very differently. I think this is a great opportunity to change things and make our relationship better.
What are you talking about?
I used to come over to your house a lot and I didn't do any housework. I now realize that this was wrong. Next time I come over, I'll bring some food and then help you around the house. I really want to be good to you from now on. If you want to, you could even pay me to do work around your house. I could be the housemaid. We can decide the price at a later date.
What kind of talk is this? Are you losing your mind? Are you going crazy? You can't just change what you did in the past. You've been irritating me for so long, it's difficult to change how I feel now. I really don't know what's gotten into you. Do you even realize how much I've done for you?
I think I'm starting to understand and appreciate what you did for me. I also think that we could be even closer in the future. I'm really struggling to pay the rent right now, so I was hoping to come and live with you. Do you think that would be a good idea?
This just keeps getting worse and worse. I can't believe you would even suggest that.
I'm sorry. I lost my job after an argument with my boss. It might take me a while to find a new job, and until then, I might need to come and live with you. I really wish you could help me here.
Do I have to help you out?
Who else is going to help me? I need you. Even if you break up with your husband, I still want to come and live with you. I really need a place to stay. You know how expensive rent is these days. I'm really struggling to afford it.
I think you need to look after yourself. You can't keep relying on me. You need to learn to look after yourself. I've done enough for you already, and I don't want to do any more. I divorced my husband and got the rights to look after our daughter, Holly. I was living in that house all on my own for a while. He moved out and started renting a place. As for my sister, I think she might be struggling, but it's not my job to help her. She needs to stand on her own 2 feet. She can't go through life expecting people to help her out all the time. It was hard for me at first, but I learned something every day. I want my daughter to have a good future, so I'm willing to put in work to get there. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.